When I had to go get a key. I'm going to tell a story about trolling. Why I troll. Or maybe trolled. I don't know if I've given it up. But beforehand, Crazy Matt, as you know, has the workshop of death, and one of his buddies is selling cleavers. I'm gonna try to find the workshop of death link in there, so you can contact them. But so he's selling these sweet, gigantic cleavers that are almost like axes, and I have my my chicken that I break up for a kilo. I bought a whole chicken. I brought it out here and put it on a stump, and I've got like a regular, real nice cleaver that I like a lot. It's lightweight, and I just beat the hell out of that chicken. Chicken was shooting all over the place. One of the slices I did went right through. Like I felt like Conan. That's a malt liquor video too. So yeah, I'm thinking about ordering. I talked to Crazy Matt about ordering a knife from him, but now I'm thinking about buying that cleaver too. Cleaver's dope. Alright, anyway. As you know, I fought with the 40-ounce metal crew. God. And Dorf. Why? A bunch of people ask me this why, and I've actually done videos about this, but people do things, and I don't know why they're doing them. And I've always figured, well, they have motivations that are different than mine. They have desires that are different than mine. They feel satisfaction from different aspects of their life, different from the way I do. And some people lie. Some people won't tell you why they want something. They want something. They want it for a reason. And they tell you just completely different information. They don't want you to know the real reason why they want it. Sometimes there's really not even a purpose to avoiding the truth, other than some people are just fucking liars, and they probably like that too. They're like, I'm tricking this person into doing something by giving them a false reason for doing it. I mean, it's not an actual trick, but I think they feel that way. That makes them feel superior and smarter. So I didn't understand trolling. And you know, you can see 6-7 years of my videos. I didn't start trolling until a certain point in time. I suddenly thought, what the fuck is up with all that shit? And it's, for instance, I said something briefly. I talked to somebody else briefly. And as a reaction to that, over a short period of time, the 40-ounce metal crew just started chopping away its members, thinking that I was a secret member, and they actually hadn't kicked me out. And that continued for a while. And actually, it kind of even changed their philosophy a little bit, because I still got to know what was happening inside the crew, which is part of what made them think that I was still in there somehow. I just had other avenues of information. But it took a few moments in my time, and I had this massive reaction. And I was like, I mean, that was what the laughter was for. I mean, that's hilarious. And so some people, a couple days ago, two people upset two other people. It just took a moment. And these two other people were talking to me about all the things that they're going to do about it. And then and they were going to enlist the help of some other people. And they demand a response from me. And I'm like, that's exactly what they wanted. No, what you see is what they did was. I'm like, no, what they did was take a moment and upsetted you. They just took a moment. They upset you. They're done. And now they get to like sit back and just laugh. Laugh like I just laughed. At how you're now going to do all these different things. And you're going to, all these people are going to get involved. And I'm going to have to do something too. And you're going to do something. You're going to make sure I do it. And then you're going to make sure those other people do it. And then you're going to somehow never find out if this had any effect on those people at all. The effect is you're trying to cope with your emotions that these people triggered in you. I mean, maybe I might stop using the word triggered. Spawned. They spawned these emotions in you. They gave birth to this inside you, and now you're going to carry that to term and give birth to your anger baby. So I would call that experiment a success. Um, I actually don't think that the 40-ounce metal crew was too damaged by any of the trolling I did. Um, it gave them something to talk about and focus on for bits, and young people need that because if they're not focused, they just go out and get more piercings. And you ever notice how poor out of work kids can afford like about $800 worth of piercings? You ever notice that? It's astounding. What else? Oh, and just in summation, though, the thing about Dorf, the trolling Dorf, was completely different. Um, I did not check to see or even care about any reaction Dorf had, because I wasn't trolling Dorf. Trolling is like straight up like trying to get a reaction, right? Trolling is like you're dropping a worm on a string into the water and dragging it along and hoping somebody bites. Um, but a lot of people saw my reaction to Dorf as trolling. But I took somebody that was just driving me fucking nuts by writing me for 2 years. Actually, I don't know how many years. I can actually check because I saved a lot of those messages. Um, but he just pushed me to my brink where finally I'm like, being the nice guy, being the hippie isn't working out anymore in this situation. Um, and so I wasn't lashing out at him. I was taking all the 2 years worth of, I'm going to put that number out there, the 2 years worth of anger and angst I had about just being like, just annoyed. It's like getting spammed all the time. And I was just like, I'm letting it all out. And I did it in song and um, all sorts of different ways I did that. So like I really let my creativity expand and just kind of wash that anger out of me, that frustration. But anyway, Crazy Matt's Workshop of Death. Check that out and buy yourself a cleaver.